Trendsetters, what's up? We live.
What's
Back
up,
in the hot tub.
trendsetters?
Man, thanks. Scoot over.
Mm-mm.
Golly.
Oh, boy.
Oh. Yeah, we back in the hot tub. What's
He's
up,
so
Trendsetters?
dramatic.
We live.
We gotta switch the chat. All
What's up,
messages. What's up, trendsetters?
We live,
We
Trendsetters. What's going
live.
on?
So, yeah, it's been real hard getting out here, guys, because I told y'all it's tax season for me. I'm very busy this time of year.
Yeah, it's crazy out here.
I have a job, a day job.
Crazy.
And I have a tax practice that I'm building, so it keeps me pretty busy.
Yeah, boy.
So that's where we currently are. Like, it's just me finding time to come out here, as well as for the content, because I gotta get the content, keep that going for you guys, and get some new videos up.
Yeah, definitely gotta do that.
Yeah.
Put more content out.
So we will be putting some more content out, and it's an adjustment. Don't do that, because then it's gonna get in your eyes.
Yeah.
It's been an adjustment. I'm thinking about in the very with our live things, because people get the numbers mixed. There's people that are watching versus the chat participants, and the numbers after are always super different. We noticed that across the platform.
Yeah, you tell me.
But we will be closing off our live stream chat, being able to chat to subscriber only in the very near future. So if you're not subscribed, you will not be able to chat. We thought about that for a while now, and honestly, I mean, if this was to become
so only if you subscribe, you'll be able to.
and honestly, if this was to become a podcast, then live chat would be to a minimum anyway. What I notice is a lot of people either come in the middle or towards the end of our live stream anyways. Some people miss it at the very beginning. So, yeah. But we haven't been out here in a while because they were doing repairs.
Yeah, the lights was off for like a week or almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, almost like 2 weeks. So, I don't know. That's crazy.
They keep this in tip-top shape. Safety is, I guess, the top priority. Because, I know people have asked questions about that.
Yeah, we was wondering what was going on out there.
Because it was dark.
Yeah.
And, the kids.
Them lights was on, but it just wasn't the lights inside wasn't on.
Yeah, and the kids were on spring break this past week, but we did not do anything for spring break.
Yeah, I know.
We're holding off.
We ain't did too much.
We're holding off for to do something big later. It's just tax season is so hard, and I just didn't. The last time we went on a cruise, I was in the middle of an extended season, and I was able to work on the ship, but I just didn't feel like doing that this month. I didn't feel like working on the ship. Because port days
in that sea.
Yeah, port days end up on the weekdays sometimes, not the weekends, depending on the length of your cruise, and then you miss a port day. So it's like I didn't want that. I just didn't want to work on the cruise this time.
Yeah.
So we put it off for later. And then I think the kids, we take them to Orlando all the time. I was shocked they didn't request Orlando this time. That doesn't mean that we will not be going back to Orlando, but they did not request Orlando this time. Were you surprised? I was surprised they requested
this summer, normally it's going this summer.
Yeah. So for those that wonder about numbers, with the chat, like I said, it's chat participation. I moderate for a pretty busy live stream, and honestly, those numbers probably not accurate over there, and they always get like, they average about 1,000 views after their live streams, like within 24 to 48 hours. But when I'm in there, it's always under 200 people. It averages out at about 100 to 120, 150
people in there.
or whatever. So
yeah, that's crazy. Though.
We try not to get too hung up on numbers, honestly. Numbers are going to be up and down, and that's just the nature of
yeah, that's just what it is.
It just
you know
is what it is when you do this.
It is.
I noticed that more from people that are AdSense dependent, where they become kind of like really, they get real OCD about the numbers and the views and everything because they're dependent on AdSense, and so if they don't get the numbers, then they're go. And I don't,
yeah, you don't get the numbers, you ain't gonna get their goals. Basically.
Yeah, so you don't get. They don't get the income, I guess, that they're targeting or budgeting for. And then, you know, you got your super chats and things, but, you know, I wish I could find that clip from Tanisha from Fun and Budget Travels when she was talking about that, where you'll burn yourself out and you'll get your feelings hurt because you'll feel like, you know, what are you doing wrong, you know? But it is what it is. But yeah, I remember her saying that you will burn out and you will get your feelings hurt if you become too dependent on
you can't be
on your views.
Yeah, you can't be too dependent on views and all that.
I mean, it's nice to see them, but then, you know, we were watching some YouTubers earlier. There's a lot of misconceptions on here that I want to clear up, and if you guys missed the live stream, then you'll get to see it later. But we were watching somebody talk about buying your numbers, and I just feel like there's an ignorance amongst some.
It's called promotion. You're supposed to promote.
There's an ignorance.
Regardless, like that's anything though. Yeah. That's when you making music, you gotta promote it. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? How you gonna get out there?
Take it how it resonates.
You know what I mean? You gotta promote.
But take it how it resonates. Take it if you want to take it. Leave it if you want to leave it. But I am an entrepreneur, and I have had different business ventures, and I do taxes for business owners, and I'm going to level with you. Like, when you get to a certain level, you got to start looking into advertising and promotion, and promoting your content, promoting your brand outside of, you know, one place. It's a necessity. Marketing, advertising, and promotion is a necessity. People are going to clown you for it, but laugh at you when you're stuck at 1,000 to 5,000 people and you can't scale. They're going to be laughing at you because I feel like it's kind of like that joke where they say sleep when the baby sleeps, and it's like the baby doesn't sleep. You're getting just a few hours of sleep. So it's just like that with advertising, marketing, and promotion. They're going to, you know, make you feel less than, but the reality is you have to advertise and promote and market your content. You cannot just put things out once you get to a certain level and just think it's going to take off.
That's anything though. You gotta promote.
But telling people,
you gotta promote and put your stuff out there. You know
but telling people that it's buying numbers. Here's what buying numbers is. This is what specifically what buying numbers means. Buying numbers means that buying subscribers, buying views means specifically this. If somebody sends you a DM on Instagram, or if you go on Fiverr and they have packages for, and nobody better not cut this clip either and try, and they go on Fiverr and they buy packages for set numbers of subscribers. They buy packages for set numbers of views. And they're always out and rounded out numbers like 500, 200, 1,000, 10,000, and so on. That's what buying your numbers means. Promotions and buying advertising and ad space is not buying your numbers, because the people still have to click they have to voluntarily click. They have to voluntarily watch. And so,
Yeah, so that's
that
organic.
bothered me. And then it's like when you go look at their numbers, it's like, oh, well, no wonder why they're telling people that. They're not there yet. They're not there yet. So that's why they're telling people, oh, these boys their numbers. It sounds as bad as when Dame Dash. It sounds as bad as when Dame Dash said that his accountant was supposed to be watching the money. He's supposed to be watching the money. They bought their numbers. It's like, get real with yourself.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
You're
That's
gonna
just
stay
crazy.
stuck like Chuck, or are you gonna start advertising and promote your brand? So
Yeah, you got to.
you have to.
You
Just
got
like right
to.
now, we know we have to advertise and promote our song.
And keep it moving.
And keep it moving. I'm not banking on people coming over and pushing that song for us. And there's certain things when you get to a certain level too, you learn. When you know better, you do better. So we're learning some things are not appropriate to do for channel promotion.
Exactly.
So we have distanced ourselves and we don't participate in those practices. We didn't, when you first start out, you don't know. You only can go off of what you know.
Yeah, when you first start off, you don't know what's going on. So you just getting in the game.
You're just getting in the game, and once you get to a certain level, though, you do learn, and you start learning what is not appropriate. Another thing they were talking about, some more would be in here, but you'll be able to see the replay, is tag-alongs. They called it channel tag-alongs.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, damn, that's dirty.
For clout.
For clout.
Going somewhere else for more clout.
So they'll
crazy.
try to link up with channels with bigger numbers to try boost their numbers. And then it's like, that could be hit or miss. Because if you guys don't have the same target audience, if you don't have the same audience mix, if you don't have the same
it could be a totally different, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, you're right. And when I think about it, they don't have the same.
They don't.
I just thought of that. So it probably was like, you don't even align with what I do.
Yeah, so it's not going to work.
Yeah, I ain't even thinking about it.
But, people don't understand that, though, and they will clout chase.
Yeah, just jump on anybody's joint.
Anybody's channel. Just to try to boost their own channel.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not the same as networking, and you guys come up with a collaborative project.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just hanging out. You guys are kind of like, hey, because we got invited to some really meaningful collabs, and just have it going in water. Like that. But yeah, some meaningful collabs. We have participated in some, so I am not. What are you doing? You're looking at the screen. We participated in some really meaningful collabs, so I'm not. Those are not even in the same category. They had a cause. We did those because it was promoting a message. When we did Heart to Heart, when I do International Women's Day, that's promoting a message.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing. Likewise, I like people to know we're mutual supporters. We have a channel too. You know what I mean? We are mutual supporters, and so if I'm ever like in another channel space, it's more for like networking and being a mutual supporter. I think some people understand what a mutual supporter is, some don't. Because they kind of look at it like what they were saying, a tag-along. Which I just thought that was kind of dirty and low to call them tag-along. But it is what it is. If that's what you do. If you try to ride the coattails of other prominent content,
come up off their back.
Rather than realizing you are the plug.
Yeah. You put out what you need to put out.
You put out what you
don't
need
be
to
worried about what everybody else doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stay in your own lane. You ain't got to worry about all that.
But what he's trying to put in the words is, riding people's coattails, being a clout chaser, it could really hit or miss. If you realize that you're the plug and that you can put your own self on. I'm not saying you don't need people. You need, a sense of community. You need a sense of belonging. But, people just have to understand, that's how people look at that. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
It is.
That's
I don't
how-
blame them for looking at it that way. Because if, like Randall said, if y'all don't have nothing in common, if not even food or travel,
Yeah. And then you just try and go on there just because they numbers. It's crazy.
but
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's like nah, bro. You know.
likewise, because I'll say someone that I've been kind of following, because they give pretty solid advice. They will not collaborate with people who don't deem are taking it seriously. Whether it's that unintentionally they're not taking it seriously or intentionally they're not. But I feel bad for the ones where it's like people don't want to work with them because they're unintentionally not taking it seriously, and that's because they don't realize what they're doing. You know what I mean? I think that's where it becomes sad, because you'll hear like, man, we saw that your boy collaborated with him, how come you didn't? And it's like, not serious, man. And you'd be like, what do you mean? He's serious to his level or her level of understanding, and like, not serious, man. It's certain things you just shouldn't be doing if you're really trying to do this at a serious level. And it's like, I get it. And there are people that know people chase them for clout, and so
they know that. Especially,
they'll charge you money.
Yeah, they gonna charge you money too. Especially they know you chasing them because what they got. What they already know what they what I mean, they pulling up.
And like I told you guys, in the very near future, we have to change how we collab, because y'all can think whatever you want about the numbers being up and down. It's very popping on the other side. I'm not responsible that we have channel spies. I'm not responsible that we have haters that are subscribed and they don't know where to go. You know what I mean? But there are people here that are genuine supporters. They want to see us win. They're not here to spy, collect information, and have us in the group chat and come over here. I wish YouTube would do better with that. Like, people that are able to just freely and openly attack your channel, whether it's through
they let anybody. Yeah, they let anybody.
Whether it's through trolling, whether it's through not recommending your where they say not interested in your content. If somebody says not interested like 3 times, you should be unsubscribing them from the channel. They shouldn't have access anymore after like a good 3, maybe 5 or 6 of those top. YouTube should be removing those people and not putting you in their algorithm anymore when they say not interested. But to have them come be, able to hit my content again and again and again and again, whether they're trolling or hitting not interested or even false reporting. I've had false reporting happen on one of my platforms. So it is what it is. They don't stick. But I do wish enforcement was a little bit heavier with that, where they just kind of start strong-arming people like, hey, so leave people alone online. There's not wrong with their content, leave them alone. You don't like it, go somewhere else on the other people to watch. So, yeah, we just wanted to address some of the misconceptions. I mean, the biggest one is people saying buying numbers, but you have people stuck in 1,000 to 3,000, and I mean, they're losing. They're losing shit. Like, they're mentally losing it. People that are getting stuck because they don't understand, so.
They're going crazy.
Yeah, but it's like people bully you into things that are not, like, business savvy or entrepreneurially sound. Like, from an entrepreneurial standpoint, an entrepreneur, it's not sound advice. It's like, if you were speaking to a business owner, could you legitimately tell them that? If you're speaking to someone that's on network, tell them that. And the answer is absolutely not. No, you cannot. No, you can't. Not gonna work.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That's crazy. Real quick. It's warm, but it's not super hot. But there's these bubbles again on. Yeah, it's not super hot, but we'll fix these lights.
So yeah, um, that was tough. So I
Yeah.
think we kind of realized where a crossfire was happening online, and that was unfortunate. Also, as far as people complaining about, I'm gonna slide now. As far as people complaining about who's that?
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened. It went out and then it came back. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. That's really bad advice people give online, you know. But you made me lose my chain of thought.
Yeah, but anyway, we got some music out. Y'all can check it out. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Go stream the song Top Shelf. It's out everywhere.
Yeah, Spotify, everywhere, Apple
Apple,
Music, Tidal,
Deezer, Amazon.
everywhere.
Sheesh, it's everywhere. Heart Radio,
Y'all,
Pandora. We're
y'all
on
definitely go run that
29.
up.
We're in 29 stores and counting.
Yeah.
You know what's ironic about our situation? We are we are monetized on YouTube Music. We are monetized on YouTube Music. I can't even get to tell you what happened to our channel, but we are monetized on YouTube Music. Our releases, I set it up now where releases will officially reflect on our official artist channel. Before they were not doing that, which kind of like shoots your credibility to hell when that's not happening. But I did on the back end. We are independent, so we have a distributor that takes care of releasing our music to stores. But there's a lot of things on the back end, business wise, that I have to take care of to make sure that things go over correctly. So don't scratch. So that things go over correctly. So I figured that out with the official artist channel because that was a major issue. That's what I was going to talk about. People that were reaching out to us because we were going live at the same time as another content creator. Going live at the same time as another content creator. You got Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, Breakfast Club, and many others. They go live in the morning. They're the morning show. And they're friends. Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey are friends. And so how I look at that is, I mean, you got people that are loyalists to other people's channels. And that's the other thing why I kind of like, as a mutual supporter, it's like you want to show mutual support, solidarity, but at the same time, that's why you can't always be, I feel like you can't always be there all the time, because it's like you have your own platform, your own things going on, your own community, your own audience, and you can't neglect that for someone else, you know, and vice versa. So, you know, that's how I look at that. But I look at it like, that is being live at the same time as someone. It's a courtesy not to go live at the same time. It's not beef. I don't view it as beef if somebody goes live at the same time as someone else. I'm always trying to get new viewers and new subscribers and expand my reach. And so it is what it is. We've tried scheduling. Like I said, we can't schedule. There's repairs that go on over here and all sorts of other things.
Yeah, it's way
it's too much logistics.
Like,
we had to be sitting with the HOA.
Yeah, it's way too
every month or every week to week.
This jump is crazy.
It is crazy.
It's wild.
It's not like something, you know, you're going to book out or something. You know what I mean? We don't, that too. There's a lot of weird shit that people do on YouTube. We do not book a venue. Like, we live here where we are, and I'm not going through all the trouble to book a content spot.
For what?
You know, maybe for a music video, but not for a live stream in the middle of the week. We're not doing that. Like, like, we live here. I've explained that a lot of times to people. It's not a resort. It's not a hotel. It's just not. But it does.
So people think
we're like at a resort or something. We live in Florida.
Nah, this ain't no resort.
But it's not a resort. It's not a hotel. We live here. And in the middle of the week, no, not doing all of that. Booking a place.
Right.
To like front and fit.
Yeah, why would you even do that? Like,
on a live stream. Like, we're not doing that.
That don't even make sense.
That too. There's a lot of people lying on YouTube. There's a lot of people that lie about
stunting. That's what they call it.
You know, it's not really their house. They don't really live there.
No.
It's not really their lifestyle. Like,
straight for their content. That's all it is.
It's not really their vehicles. Like I said, I might do it for a music video maybe, but not regularly scheduled content. People lie.
Google. Must they making on
you
Google.
can even go on Google like to look up their rates for like AdSense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People gotta stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Yeah.
You not doing it that big on here with just AdSense alone. Stop the cap. Like,
yeah, you ain't way up there in the millions and the you know what I mean? I ain't got that.
Hey Jocelyn Randall. Hey Jay-Lane.
Jay-Lane, what's going on?
I don't like it once I find out there's a lack of transparency on a platform. I don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell people what not to do. It keeps people glued though and eating out of their hands like a squirrel to nuts. And it's like you can go look up AdSense and you can tell when somebody is tapping about their YouTube lifestyle.
The YouTube's and what they making.
And what they're making. AdSense,
you can see that on the back end. You can look it up.
Per view, AdSense does not pay a lot. Per click, AdSense does not pay a lot. You got to get heavy amounts, but it's like I told y'all before, and I'm gonna post the short for you where I told you what them people do. It's not just AdSense. Like, they've got brand deals, sponsorships. They've got outside collaborations. They've got royalties. They've got intellectual property. Like, that's what the real YouTuber, real content creator, the real influencer.
Man, they got all types of stuff. It ain't even about AdSense, to be honest. That's one part of it. That's one part of it. That ain't even the real bag, to be honest.
No.
There's so much stuff that goes into this that we figured out now.
Now that I figured it out.
Yeah, it's way more than just YouTube ads.
There's people that are out there that will tell you what they're doing. Yeah. But there's a lot of gatekeepers. And
a lot of people ain't gonna tell you because they don't want you to know.
No, they want you to know, and they want you to stay glued to their tube.
Stay stuck.
Like Chuck.
Stuck on stupid.
Stuck like Chuck, and it's like, I'm not gatekeeper. Yeah. And you can take the information if you want. You know, you can feed the horse the water, but you can't make them drink. You know what I'm saying? But we continue to have an epiphany about, like, oh my gosh. Like, what did it literally, I mean, it felt like a matrix. Like,
yeah, it is. Basically, it really is.
But yeah, Jay-Lane, I was saying, you know,
figure it out.
I'm gonna go live the same time, you know. I look at Ricky Smiley, I look at Steve Harvey, I look at the Breakfast Club, and it's no beef. You know, they all do their morning show, and it's just about reaching others, and, you know, as a courtesy, you know, courtesy is what it is. But yeah, I don't look at that as beef, you know.
Oh no, it ain't no beef. I mean, first of all, both content creators anyway. So you know what I mean? Content, you just put your content out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I know, you know, like I said, it just depends. If people take you seriously, they'll understand. There are people that don't take you seriously, they won't understand. You know, but no, it's not beef over here. It's not like we're trying to strong arm other people, but I just look at it the same way as like Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey. They're on the same rush hour time in the morning, and they just have to do what they have to do. But it's really been an adventure thus far, and I have something else in the works. I don't want to kind of like spill yet.
Nah, don't say nothing about that.
But yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's more than just like AdSense. Like, it's crazy.
We're 2 brand deals, and we're in 29 different streaming stores.
Oh yeah, we out there.
We're out there.
Dang,
So
29. I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was 29.
Stores for the music.
I didn't even know it was 29.
Talk.
That's crazy.
Real talk.
I might have to look it up myself.
Yeah, I'm learning about what I didn't previously.
Yeah, it's like some of them junks probably out the country.
Quobuzz. I didn't know about Quobuzz. Yeah. That's when I recently learned about Quobuzz. They started running ads on Instagram recently. Quobuzz, you can download from there and pay a set price similar to Amazon. Quobuzz, though, the playback sounded slowed down. I do notice a lot of people are going back to look at my explanation of what happened with the My Way song. I was very clear about that. I was very clear. I was very honest and transparent about what happened. A celebrity will not always endorse a situation like that, okay?
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to.
Nah, they ain't going to do all that.
We stay out of their way, they stay out of our way.
Right.
That is the agreement. But yeah, that they're not always gonna come over and parade you around and endorse you in situations like that. You're the indie. You're the little guy. You're the underdog.
Yeah.
They're not coming over here to confirm that for no reason whatsoever. Your confirmation is that it's still in stores. Now I explained it to my best of my ability. I don't have a crayon, and we've got other music that we put out since then. So it's like we moved on, you know.
Oh,
accept it.
Shoot, we got crazy music, and that's the crazy thing. We just ain't put everything out.
Pat Williams is a gatekeeper of truthful hit A. I love Pat.
Yeah,
I'd like to meet Pat Williams. We're both Virgos. Not like that.
Cat Williams crazy.
Not like that, Randall.
We seen Cat Williams already.
I know, but we're both. Look, Randall like, hey, we already seen him.
Like, what are you talking about?
But I mean, I like to meet him. We're both Virgos, and Virgos are very truthful people. It ages very well what we tell you, and ages like fine wine. Okay, I told you.
Yeah.
Now, whether you want to accept it, y'all saw what happened with Jeff Otto, who was still in store. Got turned off. We were. Somebody might. I mean, if they ever did numbers, they might try to come over and be like, "Hey."
Oh yeah.
I got streams today. Like Devo, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that don't start blowing.
It started blowing up.
Start going crazy.
Right now, I don't, you know.
You know what I mean? And that thing, you never know when it's gonna happen. How it's gonna happen.
Honestly, it's just a hell of a loophole. And I studied the tax law for crying out loud. Like, I practice tax law. I am an IRS. I read pages and pages of tax publications. I read pages and pages of state tax legislation for little